Alright guys, this is going to be a video on how to clean out the drain tubes on Nissan Altimas. Apparently this has been a pretty big problem with Nissans that they don't address, so I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. First off, you're going to need some kind of wire. I actually found this rubber hose off of an old fish tank, and it's small, but it's also sturdy. And the front ones were the easiest. Come up here, open up the sunroof, and if you see down in this corner, there is actually, there you go, there's a hole down in that corner. And what I did is I ran this hose like this. You can use anything for this, but this is what I had and it worked the best. And you go like this and you just sit there and push this down. I'm not going to do it, but I'm just going to give you the gist. You have to push it down, keep running it down in that hole, and then eventually it will go all the way down here. And next up, I used my compressor. I just had the compressor on full PSI, as high as it would go. And then I blew it out. I blew the air down through both front sides. The front sides are identical. And then after that, I cleaned out the debris in this corner. There was debris all in here, leaves, everything. And then I tested it with a cup of water. I used burning hot water, and I poured the hot water down the tubes. And, once the tube was out, I poured burning hot water down here, and you will actually hear it trickling and dripping right down below your front tire. And so if you can hear that water flowing, you know that it's clean. If it's not, well, then you just gotta keep working your wire or whatever you have down in that hole and repeating that process, kind of, you know, jabbing it loose and blowing air through it and testing it with a cup of water. And that was both front sides. Let me show you the back. This back one was completely clogged. So what I did, alright, so I pulled the molding down. Here's the molding. I pulled that down, and here is the handle. Sorry about the shaky camera, guys. Here's the handle. You got to take this handle off right here. Just a series of clips. Once you look at it, just look at it for a good couple minutes, and you'll realize how it comes off. It's just a series of clips. Then after that, I used something, and this is just a paint stick, just to pry down on here. And I haven't done this back one yet, so let me show you where it is. There it is. See that tube right up there? That's where it's clogging. And it looks clear, so it has to be a clog somewhere down the way. This is the SRS airbag right here. This airbag is getting soaked. The headliner is changing colors. It's just a mess. All four corners were dripping. So you're going to want to repeat the process back here. I'm going to start out by taking that off right there, and I'm going to use my compressor to blow the tube out and test it with some water, put it back together, test it with some water, and if it's dripping properly, it'll be coming out right here behind the tire. It's the same for the front tire and the back tire, or the front and the back. This one should be dripping, and it'll trickle out right here behind the back tire. If the front is correct, it'll trickle out behind the front tire. This one something was clogged in it. It was backing up all in here, and it was kind of just like falling out from the wheel well. But I'm gonna get this cleared out, and then I'll run some water through it, and I'll show you a second video on what it looks like when the water is running through it. And Red Bull and beer helps. Stay tuned.